intro. What's up, Carnival Spirits? It's TJ, and I am back on YouTube today with an impromptu surprise. Everybody dies. We are fucking live up here on Carnival Spirits. Today I am joined with the original OG gangsta #1, Scotty2Ballz.
And cat ass.
As his black cat crosses the screen and flashes his pussy ass in front of all of you. We got a couple of heads in the chat already. Creepy Head DeVille, the Ghetto Freak Show, and What Up Ninjas, whooping and whatting up into us. What's up, dudes? Whooping. So yeah, we decided to do a live stream today. You're welcome. And I'm going to talk to Scotty. And it's been a while, man. So first and foremost, I want to know how you doing, how you living.
I'm doing great. I got some sick kids at home, but we're getting through it.
Sick kids. Wasn't that a Halloween track once?
Yep. Well, it was the giveaway during that little tour they did. With
the Violent J solo tour with Nova Rockefeller.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jay hit that. Just saying.
I don't know.
Like I don't think she would, but at the same time, she seems like she makes bad decisions. So
yeah. And that would be a great one to make.
Like she hooked up with R.A. the Rugged Man and like taught him how to use social media, and like he appeared in one of her music videos. You know, that's how I discovered her, because R.A. the Rugged Man would promote her and stuff. And I like her, and I don't mean she's cute, but I like her like musically.
Right.
Thank you, Chuck Reeves, for telling us all the facts. Yeah, we know R.A. the Rugged Man did, and now he's touring with them. We know this. We're going to talk about that actually. I'm excited about that.
Who, R.A. coming on tour? Hell yeah.
Oh my God. When I saw that, I saw it, Outland Camp, they posted that shit up, and I mean, across the board, everybody that I know with a fucking head on their shoulders is fucking geeked about that. And if you're not, then you just don't know who R.A. the Rugged Man, or you suck, because that's that's fucking dope,
That is really cool.
Now, what I like about it is I didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? And if you follow R.A. the Rugged Man, you know that he's not a juggalo. But he is trying to expand his audience always and forever, like any good artist is. I mean, he put Hobson on his last album.
Right.
Why would you do that except for to reach the kids,
Yep. And he was on that Twisted track, wasn't he? All right.
Yeah. It was like the last song on the Get Twisted EP, and it was like not a cipher, but it was like a posse cut,
It wasn't Wasted too, was it?
I don't remember. I think it was actually.
Actually, yeah, it might have been. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We are going to talk about the Great Milenko 20th anniversary tour. I mean, I want to talk about a bunch of stuff today with you, Scotty. I want to get your opinion on some things, and I also had a few topics to discuss that maybe you're not in the loop, but we're going to put it out there. We're going to put the feelers out there, and I want to know what you guys think about this shit.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I just saw your cat's asshole.
Yep. My cat is an asshole.
Fuck. I mean, all cats have assholes, but yours is just like, oh, is this live stream for kids? Here you go.
I'll just hang out.
God damn. So let's start with the newest news that just dropped yesterday, which is the newest signed artist on Psychopathic Records, Weegee Mac from Swag Toof. Cali Green Too Fresh was all excited, and he already made a little video about it. And well, that's because Cali Green Too Fresh actually listens to Swag Toof. Now, I don't. And the only song I've ever heard of them is that track they did with Twisted on ROC and Blaze and I don't know who else. There was a huge fucking ride, like Ajax and a whole bunch of people, right? And that was a single that I believe Twisted put out on one of their 420 shows a couple years ago, and then Ouija Mac put it out on their SoundCloud, and so that song I've heard. Other than that, I'm really not familiar with Swag Toof.
Yeah, I'm not either. This is the first I ever heard about him. I mean, I've heard Swag Toof before, but I thought it was an individual at first, you know, till I looked online stuff, like Ouija Mac, and I'm like, okay, this is his moniker, you know, what he goes by and everything. So check out his solo stuff and see how that is. And I watched some video by him last night. Shit, I don't remember what it was called, but it looked pretty fresh. You know, I don't know. It's about the same way as when Light joined for me, you know. It's like, I'm just going to have to see, you know, what they do on the label. I mean, he's already got a pretty good gimmick, it looks like. And we'll just see how Violent J can, you know, help him along in their musical endeavor here. For him. It's not the group Swag Tooth, I don't think, went to Psychopathic, just him. So,
well, you know how it is. They make a little announcement, but they don't tell us much. And now we're all speculating, right? And so now that we're all speculating, oh, Violent J broke up Swag Tooth, or or you know, oh, hey, maybe Swag Tooth is going to sign as well. And it's just one at a time. It's really not a big deal to me, either or, because I don't know these dudes. Quite honestly, like the business deal they make with Psychopathic is none of our business. It's you know, whatever they decide to sell us, it's up to us whether or not we want to buy it. And you know what? I got to give a shout out to a motherfucker, our homie, Coma Black. Coma Black put up a very good post on Facebook. I don't want to put his real name on blast or nothing, but I wonder if I can find the post. All right, I'm going to read Coma Black's post. He shared this on his page. It's Ninjas of the Lotus. If any of y'all don't know, Ninjas of the Lotus is run by Coma Black, our homie. Anyways, I'm just going to read this real quick. It's a paragraph, but I can read fast. So I think it's funny to watch how people are so quick to hate on Psychopathic. I've seen numerous hate comments already about Ouija Mac, usually saying Psychopathic sucks and MNE is better, etc. If you do some research and stop hating for a second, you'd notice Psychopathic and Magic Ninja Entertainment have the same circle of friends in the industry. I'm willing to bet if Ouija Mac signed to MNE, most of you would be on his nuts. And the same with the Psychopathic camp. They'd be hating just because he'd be new face on MNE. And all I'm trying to say is this: stop the hate. You're making yourself look stupid. Listen to what you want and stop being a shit talker. Now, out of all that he wrote, I'm going to agree with the "you're making yourself look stupid" part. But the whole stop the hate and, you know, stop being a shit talker, that I don't agree with, because you know what? This is America, and everyone has the right to hate or be a shit talker, but you do look stupid. You know what I'm saying? You look hella stupid doing it. People jumping down other people's throats, attacking them for what they like, or trying to strong arm them in a conversation, like my opinion is better than yours. Or, you know, getting that fucking virtual megaphone out and say, everybody hear my opinion. Like we give a fuck, you know?
Yeah. That's me nuts, yeah.
it's kind of like a high school cafeteria. You know, you got those douchebags standing up on the table, and they're like, "Hey, everybody, look at me! Like something happened, but look at me! Talk about it, right?"
O'Doyle rules.
Doyle rules. Fucking O'Doyle needs some therapy, you know?
Right. Yep.
But yeah, so shout out to Coma Black. I totally get that sentiment. But you know, that's not going to change. That's the world we live in, you know? Callie Green shared a screenshot where the other dude from Swag Toof has basically been asked, like, what's up? You know, like why's your homeboy signed and you're not? And he basically said, like, I'm going to explain all in the interview. And so we're going to find out. I mean, we just need some patience, you know? Yeah. It's like Axl Rose said, you know, you need some patience.
Right.
What up, Snaps, Captain Flannel, Lunchbox, Mo fucking Clown Round. That's a new one.
Motherfucker.
Anybody else? Your cat is out of control, man.
I don't know what's wrong with it today, man. I think it's in heat. Gotta be.
So let her dry hump your back, you know?
Hell no. No. She puts her butt on my head all the time. It feels like I'm being raped sometimes.
and yet you are its human. So right. I mean, that's like being the victim of an alien abduction and then you rape the alien. You know?
Exactly.
Like, who are you supposed to feel bad for in this situation?
Me. Definitely me.
Well, since I'm allergic to cats and biologically I'm just not allowed to have their back, yes, I got yours, Scotty.
Come on, dude. Thrown her on the floor like 5 times. Right back up.
Oh, man. So, yeah, man, Weegee Mac, he's a solo artist on Psychopathic Records, right? And Swag Toof was his old group. I looked them up on Spotify. They got a grip of albums, you know, starting back to 2012, but from 2012 till now, there's like 6 fucking albums.
Right.
And, you know, and to have a track with Blaze Your Dead Homie and Scum on their most recent album, and they had a track with Mars, and they obviously got that track with Twisted and that posse cut with everybody. That's impressive. I mean, in an underground sense, I'm impressed, right? If any of my friends got a collab, any of my friends who rap, if they got a collab with Twisted, I would be fucking happy for them and impressed. And I don't even know these dudes, and I feel that way about them. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to getting signed to Psychopathic, I feel that same way times 10, right? If somebody that I knew got signed to Psychopathic, I would shit myself with joy.
Oh, yeah.
And then when they announce a new artist and it's somebody I don't know who it is, my natural reaction is to feel happy for that person. And I say person because that's how I felt for Blahzay Roze. I didn't hop on that hater train. And we don't need to go there, except I do want to segue into a little Blahzay Roze situation. So that's next. But before we go there, you know, I want to ask the chat, you know, what do you guys feel about Swag Toof? Have you heard of him? Have you not heard of him? Are you a fan? It's different, right? It's the way Callie describes it. It's like that new wave of rap, but the wicked shit version of it, like a Juggalo version of, I don't know, that new style, right?
Yeah.
Which I know nothing about, so I don't even.
I'm gonna call them like mumble rap or some shit, but
it's kind of tough because it's forcing us to expand our minds. God forbid.
That's true. That's true.
There was one other thing I wanted to add to that point. But I am going to be checking out Swag Toof's catalog. You know, it's going to take a day, but I'm going to listen to all those albums. I'm going to listen to Trash Fire, right? You know, it's up on YouTube. You know, it's around. People are passing it around. Just, you know, just like that's just how it goes, man. Psychopathic has just fucking anointed a rapper with a record deal. Now everybody wants to know all about this rapper. It doesn't matter if he sucks or if he's amazing. Everybody wants a piece, man. Everybody wants to know about him.
How did he get to this point to where he's being signed by Psychopathic? It's
right.
Big.
Well, obviously he slept with Jay, right?
No, he had to have slept with Jay.
Because that's the only natural conclusion that I can come to is that he sucked his dick. That's what had to happen.
Thanks, Swaggy.
All right, so we're gonna move to topic 2, and I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually glad Chuck Reeves is in the chat because maybe he can clarify something for me. I'm just kidding, Chuck. But so here's the next topic. A couple days ago, Playboy the Beast put up a profile picture, which is clearly like, you know, a promotional image that says intervention at the top, and it's him sitting in a chair with Blahzay Roze on his lap, with her clothes on the floor, some condoms, and Violent J fogging up the window behind their back. Okay, and he's basically saying, you know, share this, make this your profile picture, spread it around. There's going to be a track that drops on Friday, and he's like, if enough people do it, maybe I'll drop it earlier. Now, I have not looked into this further, but you know what I did do? I shared that fucking picture on CarnivalSpirits Instagram account, and then I tagged Playboy the Beast and Blahzay Roze because that's what I do. I promote, I pay it forward, I share stuff, Juggalo stuff. And there's a picture of Violent J, Blahzay Roze, and Murder Music CEO and rapper, underground rapper, Playboy the Beast. And Scotty, if you're not familiar with Playboy the Beast, he's a rapper who started his own label, Murder Music, okay? And it's music like M-U, sick, right? S-I-C-K. And his roster it's pretty big. I don't know many of the artists on his roster, but my homie Mad Max is one of them. And I've seen talk of like I've heard Max say like, oh, if Playboy ever signed Blahzay Roze, I would have her back because I'm loyal to my label, blah, blah, blah. And that was in the back of my head when I see this picture, and I automatically assumed that Playboy was about to drop a collab. I thought that this was going to be a collab with Blahzay Roze, like at least a song together, maybe not a record deal. But when I posted this picture on CarnivalSpirits Instagram, guess what happened?
What happened?
Blahzay Roze blocked CarnivalSpirits.
Oh, you fucker.
Yeah. So by sharing this picture and tagging her, I got us blocked. And now I'm thinking that this isn't a collab. Now I'm thinking it's a diss track and it's unapproved by Blahzay, which is really distressing because I've never fucking hated on Blahzay. I've actually had conversations with her through Instagram messaging. You know, I've shown her love. We've reviewed her music, her video. We've talked about her. And, you know, we've done Comments of Carnage where we basically read all the hater comments, and she responded and laughed about it with me, and it was all good. But now I share this one picture, and we're blocked. So that's bullshit, man. Don't shoot the messenger. All I'm doing is basically bringing you awareness and saying, hey, look, this is a thing. Right. I didn't even fucking write anything in the fucking caption of passing judgment. Like, aha, you got pwned or anything derogatory or anything. Like, I don't know what's what. And now I'm putting it out here and saying, I guess we're going to find out tomorrow, but I'm sure that somebody knows something. You know?
Yeah, it's got to be a diss. I mean, I thought it. You never know because the way it looked like they both had their heads like superimposed or whatever in the picture. You know, had hers on his lap. You know, it looked like it could have been a collab. I don't know. We had J fogging the windows up in the back.
All right. Well, Chuck is giving the info, but it's not the info I want. You know, I don't give a fuck if Blahzay and Joe Bruce are together, and I don't give a fuck if he's giving people a hard time for nudes being sent. And he's saying that what, Murder Music isn't a label? Is it just a loose affiliation of gangsters that like to spit wicked shit? I don't know anything about anything. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until tomorrow, like everybody else. But I just don't appreciate the fact that without any word, I get blocked for sharing this fucking picture that supposedly all the Murder Music fans are putting as their profile images. Like, that's a whole movement right there that Blahzay needs to be blocking, not Carnival Spirits. We support the fucking underground. Like, all fucking underground artists. Even the labels I don't like personally, in a professional sense, Carnival Spirits doesn't discriminate.
Right.
You know? I mean, fuck. We got artists on our upcoming mixtape that I don't fucking personally like. But I'm kind of excited to, in a cipher with them, and you know, it's cool to put out music that a wide variety of people may or may not have been exposed to. We might turn on some fans to new music that they weren't aware of. Like that's like a cheap thrill for me, right? When we put out our first mixtape, Ninjas in Action Volume 1, it's like, how could we top that? But guess what? We are going to top that. We've got fucking crazy dope fucking artists on this mixtape. My point is that murder music artists are their own thing, right? They had a set at the Gathering this year, you know? I mean, Max is a fucking homie. And he's rapped with a lot of people. And right now he's currently with this label. I used to be on a label with him. He's been on labels before that. I mean, he kind of label hops around until, you know, get in where you fit in, right? Well, where's Blahzay trying to get in? She's talked about like, oh, I'm still rapping. I'm still going to do this and that. She's still got her social media stuff going on. So if this isn't a collaboration between Playboy and her, then it's about to be shots fired. I just don't appreciate the fact that us being an underground supporter is getting blocked. So now we can't follow her just because we shared this fucking picture. Is it that fucking scandalous? I mean, it really must be. In that case, drama sells, and Playboy probably knows what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm seeing here, Snap says that Blahzay blocked her for complimenting her. What the fuck, right? All right. Well, I guess she's quick with the block button. I don't know.
Yes, so.
That's not really, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe she's had it up to here. I mean, I can't think of an artist nowadays that gets more shit than Blahzay.
Yeah.
Just
maybe she just fed up. It's like, fuck all the drama, block. I don't know.
What is this? New Zealand Juggalo guy. She's a female. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
What's that have to do with it?
Speaking of New Zealand Juggalo guy, your fake beef with CPN is very unoriginal, and I'm not really fucking excited about it because it's been done before. And something tells me that CPN isn't even involved in it. It kind of seems like a cheap ploy for attention, for you to get attention, using a bigger name YouTuber to get attention for yourself by drumming up a fake beef. I'm just saying. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Right.
I mean, CPN has got real beef with plenty of people, right?
Yeah.
this fake beef is kind of I'm not saying that, oh, don't do that. I'm just saying, why do that? Because there's already real beef happening. I just watched like a 30-minute live stream on what is it? Juggalos Russ's channel, you know, Batman Jamie and Twisted J. Yep. And some fucking psycho hose beast that absolutely hate CPN, like more than I've seen anyone hate CPN in years. It's been a while since I've seen this level of hate, and it's rough, man. It's rough because you know, CPN is a troll, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel, right? With these people. So they claim that they just don't like them, they don't want them around, they don't want anything to do with them. But then last night they're doing another live stream. I popped in and they were, sure enough, talking about CPN. So, you know, just be careful, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really don't want to be involved in something, you need to be the one to walk away from it. Don't expect them to leave you alone, because chances are they're getting their jollies off fucking making you triggered. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah, and I'm name dropping her because I don't know her, but she did say that she doesn't watch CarnivalSpirits. She is subscribed, but she said she doesn't watch us because of certain someone who we have in our stream sometimes, which is clearly CPN, right? Oh, yeah. So if you don't watch CarnivalSpirits because we have CPN as a guest sometimes, like, he's only on CarnivalSpirits like 5% of the time. You know, the rest of the time it's me, it's Shanzi, it's Don Chaos, it's Panic, it's Callie Green, it's Scotty2Ballz. I mean, it could be DC Fago guy, but he's too busy building his channel up. Yeah. But this is this CarnivalSpirits crew, you know what I mean? We're all homies. Yeah. And I'm trying to open the doors and invite other Juggalo YouTubers to join us, right? To have conversations with us. Yeah. I'm trying to get conversations with everybody going, but y'all are too busy fucking crawling up each other's asses and fighting. So, I mean, if you want to fight, that's cool. I guess we can have a little fight, but just know that when the hangout's over, the fight's over. You know, I ain't about dwelling on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can duke it out, but there's going to have to be a closure to it. I don't want this long, drawn-out feud type shit. I got too many of those already, you know? Which kind of reminds me. So I had an idea for a new series on CarnivalSpirits. And I'd like to ask the audience what they think about this, because if you guys like this idea, I'm going to try and do this, okay? Since I have actually made quite a few enemies on YouTube, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, BstMstR, who the fuck, what enemies have you made on YouTube? Plenty. In the past 5 years? It's like I add a new enemy to my list every fucking year, for real. So what I was thinking is, you know, for my own karma, I would like to reach out to some of these ninjas that I have feuded with publicly, and I would like to invite them to join me in a live stream so that I could publicly apologize to them and bury the hatchet, and have a real conversation and allow them to express themselves, and whatever the case may be. We could talk about our feud. We could talk about our differences. I could just let them talk and express themselves, you know, instead of shooting them down and telling them they're retarded and fucking, you know, trying to take them down a peg. Actually, actually put my ego aside and see if we could, you know, meet in the middle and actually work it out, and maybe come to an understanding, like understand where each other's coming from, and let bygones be bygones, and kind of you know, cleanse ourselves of that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Yep. That's so great. Who's on my list? Who's or should I say, whose shit list includes BstMstR that I would like to invite onto my stream? And I'll tell you, I got a name for it and everything. It's going to be called BstMstR's Mea Culpa Cast, which is mea culpa means it's my fault. I want to own up to it and admit that every feud that I've had on YouTube is my own damn fault. Okay, so this goes back to people like Fat Man Jersey. Fat Man Jersey. I would love to have an episode where me and him chop it up.
Yeah.
I would really like to do this with psychopathic reviews if he's ever willing to come back on YouTube again. I would like to invite Not Slim One over to work out our differences and bury the hatchet. Now, I know this will never happen, but I would like to get Rain Man from the Juggalo Hall of Fame up in here and extend that olive leaf to that motherfucker.
Right.
I think I'm forgetting somebody. But you get my point, right?
Test Dummy?
Yes, thank you. The fucking biggest feud I ever had.
Yep.
Test Dummy 22, absolutely. So, you know, and I haven't spoken to him in years. Like none of these people I've spoken to, all of these guys have unfriended me. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if they're gonna, like, if I reach out to them, I don't know if they're gonna respond. And if they do respond, I don't know if I don't know how they're going to respond to this. But it was just an idea I had. I literally came up with this idea this morning, and I thought it was a good idea. Now that I put it out there publicly, I can't take it back.
Right.
So if any of these motherfuckers watch this, this is an open invitation to these guys to hit me up. And I'm being sincere and I'm being serious about it because we already are not fucking with each other.
Right.
So there's no reason to have bad blood, right? I don't want bad blood. I don't really feel like I have bad blood. And I guess there's a lingering question in my mind. I wonder if these guys are still harboring ill feelings. And if so, wouldn't that be fucking awesome to fucking smash that to oblivion and, you know, and move forward peacefully. So it's not like we got to be BFFs and fucking always, you know, be up in each other's business. But I don't know. I just thought it might be, one, entertaining, and two, it might be good for my own conscience. Yeah. You know, and if they don't want to accept my offer, at least I made that attempt. Yeah. And I can say, hey, I tried. And they know that I'm not fucking, you know, cursing their name. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Live and let live, man. It'd be cool to see what everybody's up to nowadays, you know?
Right. And not for nothing, but all these motherfuckers that I feuded with, none of them are on fucking YouTube except for Not Slim, you know?
Right.
But Not Slim is apparently going to the March, and, you know, I'm going to be seeing him next weekend if that's the case. Yeah. And, you know, he's probably the most recent feud that I've had, and also the one that I'm confused about because I thought that we had worked it out, like we had talked, like, hey man, let's talk. But then all of a sudden he fucking deleted me. So apparently he still feels a certain way. And that was one of the motivations to do this is I want to make peace with Not Slim. But I'm like, why not do that with all these fucking feuds, right?
Yeah.
It was just a thought.
It's a good idea. Life's too short.
Hell, maybe I'll inspire some of you other people to work out your differences with motherfuckers, you know?
There you go.
All right. I got my coffee. Next on the topic list. You want to talk about that Carnival of Carnage show real quick?
Sure.
So, did you go?
No, I didn't.
Why not? What was it, too expensive for you or something?
Yeah, work kind of got having all these kids, yeah. It got too expensive. I would have, if I had the resources to go, I would have fully been there. I fully support what they use the money for, and just the whole thing. Shit. From what I've seen on people's feeds and everything, seeing the pictures, hearing that Inner City Posse would play, just all the nostalgia in that one show, enough to melt your brain for a couple days. I mean, I would have loved to have went.
One of my favorite posts that I saw after that show, I don't know the dude, but it was shared by that chick who takes pictures for Faygo lovers, Cherry Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
She shared this post that basically said, and I might be paraphrasing, but it was like, unless you've seen Inner City Posse live in concert, watch your fucking tone when you talk to me. That made me laugh. I'm still laughing about that. That's a funny fucking post right there.
It didn't automatically boost you up on a pedestal. Come
on. So the cool thing about that COC show is that supposedly it's the first and last time it will ever happen. We'll see about that though. I mean, that could change. And you know what? If like 20 years from now they decide to do it again, if anyone has the nerve to bitch about that, if you're actually still paying attention 20 years from now, I'm going to preemptively tell you to suck a dick in 20 years.
Yep.
Because who gives a flying fuck? You know what I mean?
Right.
But the second thing to know, they did an Inner City Posse set with the other brother. They got the Chop Shop brother. I don't know his name.
Trey Pounds.
Trey Pounds, yeah. So how fucking cool is that, man? What an honor, what a fucking tribute to have your blood brother come up. And I mean, look, one of my best Juggalo homies passed away like fucking 7 years ago. I think about him every day, I made a song about it. Hell, Mad Max made a really touching tribute about the dude called Moment of Silence. I'm talking about my dude Twiz, and we used to rap together. He was my hype man. I was his. And, he was the kind of Juggalo that just lit up the room, that really brought people together, But again, I'm romanticizing it because he also used to fight with his girlfriend publicly in the parking lot after shows to a cringeworthy extent, and it was all because he was just all fucked up and didn't want to leave his friends, and but he's got a kid, that's growing up without his dad. He's the spitting image of him, little Donnie Jr. I love him. I love him to death. Every day, every fucking time I see him, he just like reminds me of his dad. And anyways, I'm rambling. My point is that I'm going to tribute. I'm going to pay tribute to Twiz by covering one of his songs in the future. And I'm not going to tell you which one. If anybody knows who Twiz is, he has a good amount of music, not too much, but there's one song in particular that I'm going to cover. And I'm going to do it with love. I'm going to do it to memorialize him, to pay tribute. Anyways, the way that they're paying tribute to John Kickjazz is pretty fucking cool, and the COC show was to raise money for a documentary about him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really fucking cool. And I'm going to say this. I wasn't there, but how can the people in attendance not be getting a free copy of this documentary? I'm sure that's got to be like part of the deal. If you paid that money to help make the film, if I paid that money to help make the film, I hope that when it comes out, my copy is free. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see about that, man. But I wasn't there, so I don't know. Also, I really hope, and I don't know, but I really hope that they filmed that performance of the Carnival of Carnage, and that maybe, oh please God, I'm praying, maybe that Carnival of Carnage and Inner City Posse set is going to be included in the documentary.
Yeah.
So we actually get to see that. Because if it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, how could they not film that? They film everything.
Yeah, they had to have. They had to have.
I mean, hell, they even put the Riddlebox show out on the DVD, right?
Right.
They didn't do it for everything. There was no DVD for Ringmaster.
Nope.
It should have been.
Yeah, there should have been.
I mean, they could have made a DVD out of the Wraith Shangri-La set, but apparently, Jay wasn't 100% on his game,
Yeah.
According to the Peanut Gallery, he was all fucked up, missing his lyrics and stuff. But then again, man, like, I'd like to see you go up on stage and rock a show with thousands of people and fucking not fuck up ever. And I'm just saying, man.
We know from the past, Jay has anxiety. It's something you live with, He still gets it,
I remember my very first clown show like it was yesterday. 20 years ago, September 3rd, 1997. It was ICP. It was Misery. It was the House of Crazies.
Mm-hmm.
It was at the Paradise in Boston. And when they came out and performed, it flipped my wig. Jay fucking took a stage dive and he landed on my fucking head. And I had a ball cap on. Stupidest decision ever to wear a hat to an ICP show. But my hat, it was a blue Mets hat because my dad's from Brooklyn and he was a Mets fan. And he used to take me to ball games. Anyway, I had a Mets hat. It was more because out of my love for my dad, not the Mets, but whatever, Yeah. And I had a pierced ear, and I got my ear pierced in Norway by my cousin. She took an ice cube and iced my ear.
Mm-hmm.
And she took a gold stud and she pierced my ear with it.
Yep.
And that stud was in my ear. So I lost my hat. I lost the fucking stud. Like, those are two fucking sentimental things that I wore all the time. And I wore them to my very first clown show, and I lost them at the show. And when I left that show, just like I said in Dear Joe and Joey, I walked out of there feeling like $1 million. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, oh my God, my earring's gone, my hat's gone. It doesn't matter. I'm a juggalo. It was a very worthy trade. It was a good trade-off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's some scrub out there 20 years ago that got a free fucking Mets hat.
Yeah.
I walked out of that show with a hard copy of Season of the Pumpkin. That's the only thing I bought at that show.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by Season of the Pumpkin.
Nice.
And I feel like I've told this story a million times on Carnival Spirits, but I was like, the next time I went to see ICP was a couple months later, and there was no House of Crazies. They were gone. I was like, fuck, they were awesome. And I knew who Misery was. I didn't know who House of Crazies were, but my third ICP show the following year in the spring, that's right, 1998. I've been down with Twisted since before they were Twisted, man.
Right.
And you know what? That reminds me of something. I'm just going to put it out there. The comparison of Weegee Mac getting signed to Psychopathic when he was in a group called Swag Toof. It kind of makes the other dude from Swag Toof seem like he's the ROC of Swag Toof, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yep. What about me, man? What about me?
Well, I mean, maybe look, there's something that happens. Something happens. There was a deal made. Swag Toof didn't work out, but Ouija Mac did. Maybe this dude is, not able to fulfill the contract requirements. Or maybe Ouija Mac was like, yo, fuck you, dude. I'm signing the Psychopathic. Eat a dick. Like to his partner in crime. Maybe I don't know. I'm just fucking spitballing here. Like, what do we know? We don't know nothing.
We don't know anything. He's like Jay. That was it. Maybe the other guy wouldn't do it.
Oh, man.
You know it.
Really? Are you guys beefing in our chat? Get a life. Never mind. As you were. Beef away.
Beef on. What's the beefing about?
You know, it's just people take CPN too seriously. That's all it is. It's the same old song and dance. But yeah, man, Carnival of Carnage live. I ain't gonna lie, man. Carnival of Carnage ain't my favorite Joker's card, but seeing it live, it's like this. The price tag to that show wasn't the deterrent for me. For me, it's the distance.
Yeah,
I've never been to a Detroit show, and I know that a lot of people go to Hallowicked religiously. I'm not one of them. I've been to more than a handful of gatherings. So, you know what I'm saying? I went to like 5 Cave and Rock gatherings in a row.
Right.
When I was in college, going out to Toledo, Ohio, like on my own on a road trip for the first time ever, like going out of state to the Midwest to see fucking ICP on a 3-day festival. Unheard of.
Right. Yeah.
Back in 2001. Are you kidding me? I was just a young pup back then.
Right. Yeah.
No. And then my second gathering in 2002 in Peoria, Illinois. Scotty, you were there.
I was at Toledo too, man.
Oh my God, you are such an old fuck, just like me.
Old fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, and I always like goof up the dates. You know, like my first gathering was what, 2001, 2000. I always goof them up. But here's an easy way. I'm going to try and like psychologically like force myself to remember this forever now, okay? The first gathering was in 2000. I did not attend that.
Right.
My first gathering was the second gathering in 2001.
Real.
So if I can just remember my first gathering, number 1 gathering, 2001. My second gathering, 2002. 1, 2, 1, 2. If I can just only get that fucking straight, because I always goof up the dates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know it.
Oh, it's rough, man. But then I didn't make it back until 2007, Cave and Rock, and but yeah, man, I got a good string of gatherings at Cave and Rock, one after another, and you know, just like they say, man, things started to change. Like 2008. I don't know. That's when it started to turn into like a rave. That's when, yeah, but there was a kickback from old school Juggalos. A lot of old school Juggalos were like, fuck all these newbies. And, you know, these motherfuckers aren't really down. And you're ruining our good time with all your clown love. And, you know, like I said in a couple Saturday afternoons ago, the first 10 years of being a Juggalo for me, okay, from 1997 to 2007 was like the golden years, the wonder years, if you may. But the last 10 years, from 2007 to 2017, man, woo, the struggle years. because 2007 is when the Tempest hit, and the Tempest is the first time I ever saw droves and droves of Juggalos hating on ICP, and it never stopped. That was the beginning of the rest of our lives, where it wasn't the outsiders looking in that we had to worry about. Now it was all from within. And it's like, who has time for outside hate? You know, there's enough hate within the community. And then it took the FBI to say, yo, you want some outside hate? Here you go.
Here you go. Yeah. Yeah.
But the Tempest tour was amazeballs. For the first time ever, and really the last time, ICP did 2 shows back-to-back at the Palladium. 2 shows back-to-back. I got a hotel room, okay, and for the weekend. And I partied with the Juggalos. And this was the first time I ever, I guess the first time I ever let people know at clown shows that I was BstMstR. Like I was always one of those ninjas that just showed up, all painted up, and then fucking bounced. Didn't fuck with anybody. Didn't try to make friends. But in 2007, for that Tempest tour, I'm at the hotel. The ninjas that were in the hotel room next to me, this couple from Connecticut and their homies, have become some of my closest Juggalo friends to this day.
Right.
And if anyone knows who Tetralette and Fez are, they're the shit. And, you know, I met them at the Tempest tour, and they were my neighbor in the hotel. And so that's our nickname for each other. What up, neighbor? What, you know, to this 10 years later, we're still calling each other neighbors. They're from Connecticut. I'm in Massachusetts. We're neighboring states. We're neighbors in that hotel. And, you know, I went down to visit them for the 4th of July once. They actually have a homie that lives around the corner from me. So they've actually come to visit me at my crib before. And I see them at Juggalo shows all the time. That's Juggalo family right there.
What it is right there, man.
And I didn't allow myself to go there until 2007. And you know what? That actually has kind of put me on the outskirts of a lot of really tight family bonds that were established in 2002, in 2003, 4, 5, 6. Because those first campground gatherings that I missed is when a lot of people made those connections that I did not make until 2007. Even though I've been down since 1997, I kept to myself, you know?
Yeah.
But I'd say that I kind of caught up with a vengeance, and it was easy because Dear Joe and Joey was like a magnet for Juggalos. So a lot of Juggalos were drawn to me. And, you know, some of them were hound dogs. Some of them were fucking cool. Were and are still cool as fuck, you know, and that I keep in touch with. What can I say, man? It's all love because, well, I mean, on my side, it's all love. I just get really annoyed and tired of people bitching about ICP, not because they don't have the right to. It's just that that's not what I'm into, and that's not what I signed up for. And for the first 10 years of my Juggaloism, I wasn't exposed to it because I didn't subject myself to it. Yeah, I'd pop into those message boards and I'd see but I always took that as Juggalos clowning around, you know? And there's always that fucking asshole that's like, oh, this song sucks or that song sucks. Or people have been talking about Violent J being an asshole for forever, like ever since I've been a Juggalo. So that's nothing new, you know? It's just that when more and more people, you know, hop on that fucking hater train, you got to wonder, is there some truth to it? Or maybe it's that when somebody is in such a high position of notoriety and fame that people get a little star-studded, you know, maybe they imagine, like they say, you don't want to meet your heroes, you know what I mean? It's tough. But this year I'm going to the Juggalo March, and I'm also doing VIP at the Great Milenko 20th Anniversary Tour. So this is the year, man. I'm going to be 17, and I'm going to meet my fucking heroes this year. And whatever happens, happens. I mean, I'm not expecting anything other than daps and love, mutual respect. And I'm very excited to say, hey, listen, you know, maybe you don't know me, but I'm the dude that wrote Dear Joe and Joey, and I got that Juggalo college speech on YouTube about the Dark Carnival as well. I'm sure they saw that. If they haven't, you know, whatever. 300,000 other ninjas did. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about the March. I pretty much have all my ducks in a row, and the only thing I need to do now is make my signs. So this weekend, I'm going to AC Moore, and I'm buying my poster boards and my markers. And I've got a couple of signs already that in mind. I've agreed to make some signs for other people, and I plan on making more signs than I can carry so that I can hand them out to other people who want to carry a sign.
Right.
And I'm going to take this moment to put it out there and say, if anybody has any dope sign ideas that you would like to see at the March, give them to me. If I like it, I'll make your sign, and I'll make sure your sign gets seen at the March.
You know, there's going to be tons of pictures taken.
Yeah.
A lot of pictures taken there.
I personally am going to be live streaming at the march. I've got my GoPro, and so I'm going to be filming the whole march and live streaming simultaneously. So I'm going to have high res footage. Like, I've got a GoPro, so that means I can either strap it to my forehead, or I've got this like chest apparatus where the camera can be on my chest. I'll probably do it that way, because I don't know if I want that camera on my forehead. Like, that's a weird look. Like,
yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I don't know if I'm going to paint up yet or not. Probably not, but then again, I don't know. I don't want to say either or right now. I haven't made that decision yet, you know? It's not really important for me to paint up. And because it's going to be a long day, I don't know if I want to do that. But we'll see.
What's the weather supposed to be like then? Have you checked that?
Yeah, no, I don't check the weather. I mean, I will. I'll check it but I haven't yet. I'm notorious for not checking the weather. Like, I've disabled WeatherBug on my phone because I just like, I don't see the point in it. Like, knowing what the weather is going to be doesn't really like change anything in my life. If I need a fucking jacket, I'll throw it on. It's not like I have some galoshes, you know. If I'm gonna get wet, I'll fucking get wet. Like, during this time of the year, I'll have like an extra hoodie in the car if I get chilly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got a poncho that says Boston Red Sox on it. If it's gonna rain cats and dogs, I'll throw that poncho on. I don't know. Yeah, but maybe I'll check the weather. I don't know.
Come rain or shine, still going down.
Me checking the weather isn't going to change anything, and it's not even going to affect my decision, so it's not even worth it. Like, if it rains during the march, my signs will get wet. Knowing about it ahead of time ain't going to change that. Yeah, but it's going to be great, man. You know, I'm fucking geeked about it.
Yeah.
So take a second to say what up to the new heads in the chat. Deadhead the Zombie, Jamie Batgirl, or Batgirl Jamie, Real Nightmare Juggalo, what up, whoop whoop. Let's see. Wicked Juggalo, what up, Ninja's still in there. Shanzi. Oh, Shanzi said bye like 4 minutes ago.
Oh.
Bye.
Later, man.
Bye. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, so great Milenko, 20th anniversary, man.
Have you listened to the double disc yet? The bonus disc?
I threw it in my car when I bought it. So I did listen to Black Blizzard and a couple of other songs. But then I took it out of my car so that I could import it into my iTunes.
Right.
Oh, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I haven't done that yet. So I haven't finished listening to the bonus disc yet. I'm a horrible juggalo. It's like I went out and bought it on its first day. I shared the picture on Instagram, and now it's like a week later, and I haven't even listened to it yet. It's like, what's the rush, man? I'm going to own it for the rest of my goddamn life. Like,
right.
It's not like I'm rushing to YouTube to give my review of the thing. Like, nobody cares. But I did like the fact that they recorded Black Blizzard. That's a new song, but it was made with the old school producer of Great Milenko that they just randomly bumped. That's a cool story right there.
Yeah, it is. It's a good song. It's got Cheap Trick. That's fucking fresh.
Yeah, is that for real?
Yeah, Cheap Trick, dude. Yeah.
I saw a Cheap Trick open up for Motley Crue like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They fucking suck.
Well, yeah, they suck, but that's still cool because they've been around for like since the 70s.
Oh, I know. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I feel like I'm like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I saw them. That one song, I need you to need me. I want you to want me.
Right.
Like, only fucking good song they have. Cheap Trick sucks, but that's totally right up ICP's alley.
Right.
You know, they fuck with those one-hit wonders from back in the day.
Yeah.
They fuck with them heavy.
Yeah, they do.
So the fact that a band that I don't like, but I saw opening up for Motley Crue has collabed with ICP, just another classic moment, you know?
Right. I don't listen to them either, but just knowing that they collabed with ICP is pretty fresh.
All right, can I tell you what my favorite part of the Great Milenko booklet is?
What's that?
All right, before I do that, got to give a shout out to Billy Sarducci with the $5 super chat. Hope to see you at the March. Fuck yeah, homie. You will see me at the March. Look, man, I don't know what you look like, but when you see me, you come find me, man. You come find me and talk to me, all right? I'll fucking chop it up with you live on Spirits of the Dark Carnival Facebook. See, I'm going to be live streaming on YouTube, Facebook. I don't know how many live streams I'm going to do, but I'm going to have one of those portable chargers so that I can charge my phone while I'm out there. My phone is not going to die on me, and I'm not going to run out of memory because I'm not going to fucking record anything onto my phone. It's all going to be live streams, which then after the fact, I'll be able to rip off of the internet and put together and throw it up as a compilation video on YouTube. But I'm going to be doing a lot of live streaming. Like, it may be short bursts, like 15 minutes here, a half an hour there. Like, I'm going to run around like TMZ and fucking, you know, like, hey, what's up? We're live on Carnival Spirits. Give me a whoop whoop or something. Like, I'm just going to fucking talk to everybody, man. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fucking awesome. Can't wait. Okay, so my favorite part of the Great Milenko 20th anniversary booklet, and I didn't read all of it, but I did read all the descriptions for that bonus disc, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for pumpkin carvers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They basically said that it was a track during the Great Milenko era featuring Twisted and our homies, the Cottonmouth Kings. Now, just the wording of that brought a smile to my face. It's a song featuring Twisted and our homies, the Cottonmouth Kings.
Right.
That says it all right there, man. I mean, for fuck's sake, Twisted was signed to Psychopathic at the time, you know?
Yep.
But 20 years later, they're just a collab. Along with their homies, the Cottonmouth Kings.
Right.
That's fucking funny.
That's funny.
It just goes to show, man, it's never too late to burn a bridge, you know?
No.
So I was talking to Cali Green Too Fresh yesterday. We had a bit of a channel meeting, and I can't disclose that, but I will tell you this. We were talking about some of the new music and everything, and you know, there's still a few albums I haven't listened to yet that I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to listen to them because you guys know I got that new Spotify premium account, so I can stream everything. You know what I mean? I'm paying for the service so that I can so basically, instead of possession, I have access to music. And I don't own these albums, but I have paid to be able to listen to these albums. And the albums I have not, you guys are going to crucify me or you're going to laugh your asses off when I tell you what albums I haven't even heard yet. I have never listened to Boondocks, The Murder. Wait for it. I have not even listened to Abaddon. I haven't heard it yet.
Mm.
Now, I know that Abaddon won Album of the Year for what, like the Australian Underground radio show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, he got a little award for that shit. But I'm pretty sure he's gone on the record to say, yeah, it's not even my best work. But thanks for the award for album of the year.
Right.
I'm not dissing. All I'm saying is that I never really cared to listen to it. And I'm ready to fucking correct that. So in the near future, I'm going to be listening to Abaddon. I'm going to be listening to The Murder. The other album that I have not listened to yet is Return of the Prodigal Son. You know, that album leaked months before it came out. And nobody hooked me up with a fucking leak. So fuck y'all. Thanks for nothing. And I'll tell you, this morning I finally put it on. I put it on Spotify and I listened to it on my way to work. And then I continued to listen to it during my lunch break. And then I continued to listen to it on my way home. And, you know, I'm about 3/4 of the way through. I've only got a couple tracks left. My opinion is that the track with Twisted, Blow, is by far the strongest song on the album. And I guess it's because, you know, Twisted wants to be on the best track on the album, or did Twisted make it the best track? I don't know. You know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know. But that was definitely the strongest cut. And as the album proceeded, I liked more and more of what I heard. At first, I wasn't feeling. I mean, I'm just saying those first couple tracks, I was like, all right. Blow, I'd actually heard that one before. You know, that was a single, or that one was, you know, I don't want to say leaked, but, you know, wasn't that one put out as a single or something?
I think so.
Or maybe that one was just shared all over the place because it was Twisted. Yeah. And I did hear that one before. And yeah, I definitely feel like that's the strongest song on the album so far until I finish it. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Young Wicked's. And I'm also not going to say that, oh my God, this is like the best album I've ever heard. But it doesn't suck, you know, as far as underground hip-hop, Wicked shit. If I was Young Wicked, I would be proud of that to be in my catalog. And you know, maybe it's the best shit he's ever done. I am a big fan of the God's Hand album. Yeah. That was the first Axe Murder Boys album that like super impressed me, you know? Yeah. And Blood In, Blood Out didn't suck in my opinion either. It just was what it was, you know? And I was super excited for them. They were the contest winners, you know what I mean? And I bumped the fuck out of that album. Like I said earlier today, when somebody gets that spotlight, that shine, that contract, that collab with my heroes in hip-hop, I'm happy for them. Yeah. I'm not salty. I'm definitely not jelly, you know? I mean, why would I fucking hate on it? Even if I don't like the song. I'm one of those ninjas that collects ICP songs. Like, I went out and bought 3 6 Mafia's CD just to get the fucking song with ICP and Twisted on it. Mm-hmm. You know? That's who I am. So, of course, I bought Blood In, Blood Out, which, by the way, is the most gang-related fucking album on Psychopathic's catalog. And I'm glad you're here to talk about this, man. But remember when you interviewed Axe Murder Boys right here on CarnivalSpirits a few years ago? Mm-hmm. Do you remember when Otis and Bones told you about how they were profiled for being gang-related by the cops even before they were signed to Psychopathic? Yeah, yeah. Doesn't that just kind of put a bad taste in your mouth that they refused to support the Juggalo March because of their affiliation with Magic Ninja Entertainment? Mm-hmm. In my opinion, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, the whole thing is bullshit. That they won't do the march or allow anybody on the label to do the march.
It's not that they won't allow it to. They won't allow anyone to, but they're probably like, you know what? It's probably not a good look for. Well, I don't know. I'm going to put words in their mouth. I don't know what they fucking said, but they probably had a meeting before they put out that group statement saying, as a family, as a label, we are all going to not go to the march.
Right. Right.
And, you know, what can I say? Like, I am a cunt hair away from being triggered about that still, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I lost a bunch of respect for Twisted after that. Even after hearing their statement of why, saying it's a publicity stunt and all that. I don't know.
Given a couple seconds to the chat here, CPN wants to know how he can get those posters from you, Scotty.
Oh, you can't, man. They can't.
Are you sure? I mean, CPN's not poor. He could probably shell out for that shit,
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but man, some stuff I got is just priceless.
Yeah, but you say that now, but as soon as one of your fucking minions needs braces, you know where to turn.
Put them up for adoption.
Wait a minute, the kid or the team?
That's my posters. Nah.
I mean, shit, man. You could sell your posters at the CPN and fucking hang your kid on the wall. How about that?
There you go. I love these things, man. Yeah. They're pretty fucking old, but yeah, they look good.
So this dude, Mo fucking Clown Round, said, sorry, I meant to say, it's funny how they all left Bone Dubs out of the site. You know what? You are wrong, because Axe Murder Boy's Murte album, or Mexican Murder album, that's next out for them on MNE, So Bones Dub is on MNE. He's not going solo. I mean, he is going solo. He's trying to sell beats. He's got a couple solo tracks. I mean, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag, because we've already told y'all we got an exclusive track from Bones Dub on our upcoming mixtape. Cali Green Too Fresh hooked that up, and that's official. We got the track in our fucking in our email on our hard drives.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Bones Dub is on MNE. Axe Murder Boys are on MNE. Mm-hmm. So, let me pretend I'm a dick and go, get your facts straight, fucking retardalo. Just kidding, man. Whatever. I don't know everything. But, I mean, it wouldn't be Juggalo family if someone wasn't getting chewed out for not knowing everything.
Right? Yeah. You got to know everything, man.
If you don't know everything, you're not a Juggalo.
Don't you know the 13 Juggalo commandments?
Wait a minute. There's 13?
Isn't there? Isn't that what there was?
No, you're just picking and choosing which one of the 17 Juggalo commandments that you must follow.
It's 13, man.
What do you like, a Christian? What do you like, a fair weather fucking Christian? You're a fair weather Juggalo? You pick and choose the rules that based on what's convenient for you?
That's right.
Well, la-tee whoop-de fucking doop.
Doop
doop. Poop poop. Chicken
poop,
soup.
I remember that shit. Poop poop.
Oh yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Blood in, blood out. Total gang reference. They came out wearing their fucking like top button fucking gang looking bandanas, all looking like illegal immigrants, all looking like they're fucking from the streets, from the hood,
But yeah, MNE's got that gang shit down.
Look, man, if Juggalos are a gang, Magic Ninja Entertainment is a fucking rival gang, fam.
Yep.
Now, I'm not trying to go to war with them. I'm trying to be like Snoop Dogg, bringing all these gang members together in peace.
Play some baseball. Yep.
And quite frankly, man, that's always the way that I've interpreted ICP's references to gang life. Is that we love gangbangers and we hope you love us back. We just some wicked clowns, and it's just like that. They're not a gang. They're more like, fuck your gang and your gang colors and your gang signs. Come join the wicked clowns and have some fun in your life.
They're always talking about getting beat up by gangs and shit. So
I mean, yeah, they do start their story off with, yo, we were just kids and we wanted to be a gang. But then they had Yearbook. They made fun of that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I love when people try to throw, like, you know, the ABK song, you might be gang related, you know, and that right there is your proof. Like, oh, well, Juggalos are a gang and you better be ready to do that thing, you know? Like, come on. Get real. Suck a dick. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you seriously reading the Six Jokers cards like a fucking Bible? Like a fucking literal, like no interpretation, no metaphors, right? No parables. Just straight up like, oh, he said this, so this is true. Like,
right on.
Oh, the ignorance.
My tablet is about to die here.
All right.
So,
well, it's all good, man. I mean, look, when this is over, it's over.
Yeah.
You know, and I really appreciate you joining me today. The only thing we really didn't talk about is the gathering, but that's fine. Neither one of us were there.
We didn't go. It didn't happen this year.
If I don't go, it didn't happen.
Right, right.
If you guys don't know, every year, whether I go or not, I create a playlist on CarnivalSpirits, and I populate that playlist with every gathering video that I can find. So you can find Juggalo Gathering 2017, and if you want to go looking at gathering videos, like, I have put that list together for my own convenience and for yours, and it should be a public playlist on our channel. I'm just saying, man, that's one of the things I like to do, you know?
All right, man, I'm out. I'll holler at you later.
All right, Scotty2Ballz, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Later.
See you. And he's gone. So I'll take one more extra second here. If anyone in the chat has any questions, we'll do a quick Q&A. If you have no Q's, then I got no A's. I'll give you a second. I know there's a lag. I haven't watched all the gathering footage that I came across, but I do consolidate it into a playlist, and I checked a couple of them out. Like, I had to watch them seminars. You know, Jay talking about that accident he had, that car wreck. Man, how fucking stale would it have been if Violent J died in an auto wreck months before the gathering in 2017? How fucking crazy would that be in all of our lives if that's how he went out and that's what went down? Man, Joe Bruce needs to thank his lucky stars, man. Like, that just makes me nervous thinking about it, you know? People need to be careful. Falling asleep at the wheel and shit. I've been there. I had a friend who same shit happened. He fell asleep at the wheel driving home from work, except he just hit the guardrail and crashed, but he was like exhausted, you know? He just fucking and he woke up in the gutter, you know? You got to be careful out there. So, Hurricane of Funk, WWE versus TNA Wrestling. I don't know. TNA had Sabu, but I can't front WWE all day. What Up Ninja is plugging himself. You guys go subscribe to them. They got dope interviews. Is What Up Ninja going to the Juggalo March? Am I going to see you guys there? If so, I want to interview y'all. Deadhead, I do believe we have your track. We get a lot of emails of submissions for our mixtape, and we keep them all. But I'm not the one that listens to them for consideration. That's Cali Green Too Fresh. So you got to talk to him about that. I don't know if he's heard it yet or not. I mean, he probably has. But the Ninjas in Action mixtape is really his project that I am helping him with. And I'm helping him with my own contributions. I do graphic design. I'm doing some tracks. I'm rapping on the but I'm not the one that's I'm not the one that's picking and choosing what goes on the mixtape. That's Cali Green. Sweet. What up, Ninja? Let's do a video together in Washington, D.C. I would love that if you'll have me. New Day versus Shield? I don't know what that means. Are these wrestlers? All right, let me reiterate. When I say WWE over TNA, I just mean like, in all. I used to watch wrestling. I don't right now. I'm the worst wrestling fan in the world. I actually don't give a shit. But most of my good friends follow wrestling religiously, so through osmosis, I'm exposed to it. And I'm a big fan of JCW. But don't ask me wrestling questions. I'm not the one. Yeah, ask Panic. Panic's the wrestling ninja. All right, what up, Ninja? It's a date. You and me. Yous and me's. Yeah, Deadhead, if you got like tracks and they're not the best quality, don't even send them, man. Wait till you got a good quality version and send that, because we probably won't use it. We're really trying to step it up on our mixtape game, We're not trying to put out shitty quality. So if you already know your quality ain't there, then don't even fucking send it. You know what I mean? Send your best shit. Yeah, everybody's got answers for wrestling except me. I'm just the guy that doesn't know shit about wrestling. Except that time back in 1998 when The Undertaker threw Mankind off the Hell in the Cell through the Spanish announce table. That was fucking epic. Did I get that right, CPN? Yeah, so to recap today's hangout, I called it Double Trouble because Scotty2Ballz and I were, doing a little hangout together. Playboy the Beast, possibly dropping a Blahzay Roze intervention track tomorrow. We'll see what that's all about. Weegee Mac of Swag Toof signed to Psychopathic Records. The next reason for haters to hate. You got to love that hater fuel, But even though Chuck Reeves approves of Ouija Mac, it doesn't mean that he's not going to bring out the fucking hate. Because you just can't make everybody happy. The Carnival of Carnage Show and Inner City Posse performance once in a lifetime to help fund the upcoming John Kickjazz documentary, which I'm just praying includes the footage of these shows or that show in these performances. Yeah, exactly. Ouija Mac is probably the worst thing to ever happen to Psychopathic, including Blahzay. Who the fuck knows? CPN versus New Zealand Juggalo guy. Fake beef. End of conversation. Milenko 20th anniversary tour to commemorate my 20th anniversary of being a Juggalo. So it's very cool that ICP would do that, to have an anniversary tour and to play the entire album, The Great Milenko, just for me personally. Very, very nice of them. And I'm super stoked to do VIP. That means not only do I get to have a little meet and greet with Violent J and Shaggy, probably get a little shout-out video or pictures at least, but I also get to go on stage for Pass Me By and Faygo Armageddon, which is going to be nostalgia amped up to fucking the 100th degree. Because back in the day, we used to riot, rush the stage, and Faygo Armageddon from the stage, you know, without permission. That's just the way it was back in the day. So this is going to be fucking awesome. Yeah, we didn't talk about The Gathering. We were going to talk about Triple Threat a little bit, but Triple Threat is on my list of albums I haven't heard yet, so I don't really have much to say about it, except, you know, I'll check it out eventually on Spotify. But yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm gonna wrap this up. And the last announcement I have is that if you guys are astute, if you pay attention, you know that I was promoting a live stream I was going to do yesterday with a special guest, Reverend Last Right, and that did not happen because he had a last-minute situation come up, so we postponed it. And that hangout is going to take place tomorrow. So 23 hours from now, I'm going to be going live again with a different ninja, and we're going to talk about the March. So, yeah, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm coming right back here. You know, same bad channel, same bad place. It's CarnivalSpirits. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to go watch it. I don't know if I'm going to see it before the March, but I probably will because it looks really good. And, you know, according to Scary Gary, the hype is not over-exaggerated. And I'm a pretty big Stephen King fan, and I like scary clowns. And it's just I don't like going to the movie theaters too much, you know. I usually get a gift card for Christmas, you know, for free passes to the movies, and I've already used that up. So wasn't really planning on going to the movies until Star Wars Episode 8, but I could make an exception for it, you know? I could do that. But yeah, so tomorrow, me and Rev Last Right are going to chop it up, and Saturday afternoon, it's the last Saturday afternoon before the March, so it looks like I'm going live 3 days in a row. And we're going to go live a couple more times before the March. But other than that, I got signs to make, and I've got videos to edit. I'm still editing my vacation videos from Norway. So if you guys aren't subscribed to my other channel, BstMstR was here. That's where those are going. And I don't know, I got these other fucking videos that have been sitting on my hard drive forever that I'm just trying to get the fuck off. So, yeah, even when I'm not active, I stay busy. But that's really all I got for you guys. I'm BstMstR. You guys are awesome. Make sure you check out CarnivalSpirits.com. And always remember to fuck the fuck off, motherfuckers. See ya.